Hey, it's Jaleel White. You are listening to Everybody Lurks with my co-host, Joseph Vessie. Welcome to the show, everyone. Wow. He's a fucking writer, man.
Oh,
He's having to do this because people don't take writers seriously.
That's hilarious.
Joseph, you matter.
I'm at Writers Matter. Writers matter.
You know, there's like
Writers...
a writer's strike.
I know. You mean another one
That's
coming?
One of my
no. One of those.
That's one of my favorite days with Joseph.
Oh, right. Oh, we have to. And you know what? We could definitely insert a picture. Sarah literally sent me a picture of us on the strike line the other day. Can you tee that up? Tell that.
You what, today?
No, just say, yeah.
No, we went. We went. We picketed. We went out. We got our signs. We marched back and forth in front of Paramount. And my only regret is I didn't park on the lot. Parking was kind of a pain in the ass. And I'm pretty sure security would have let me park on the lot.
That would have been the greatest thing ever.
That's really my only regret. I was like, damn, it would have been so much cooler if I parked on the lot and then taken my picket sign out of my truck and then marched and then went back onto the lot and then got my shit.
And we were interviewed.
Oh, yeah, he panicked.
I did panic.
He thought his whole career was over. It was like, Joseph, they don't care about you like that. They know.
Let me go to the other place
funny,
and march in solidarity.
It was so funny. I don't think protesting has a place in the future. I don't.
Because it didn't really... Remember, you hadn't...
I think my guess is that Skylar's generation would look at my guess is that Skylar's generation would look at protesting and Chloe and just be like, this is kind of cool, like, but what is it going to accomplish?
I agree.
Now you can galvanize all the support you need on social media.
Bingo. I feel like however you're going to hit a company, you got to hit them in social. Hell, I mean, I shouldn't be saying this, but if you have the capability of hacking them from another country to cause them email calamity and database calamity, do that.
That's much more effective now.
That'll hurt them.
But people marching outside of a building, it looks as old as a newspaper being thrown at my doorstep at 5 a.m. Like,
that's a good analogy.
Like, whose kid is that? And that's a really sucky job.
Yeah. Well, they caused more trouble when the interview came out. Remember the movie? And they hacked at Sony and released all people's emails from all sides, which, by the way, I wasn't around for then, but I know it was very uncomfortable on the lot the next day for a lot of people.
Yep.
Because everybody found out what people were really saying about them on emails, and people were like, oh, wait a second, maybe this person's not my friend.
Dude, listen, the whole point of a protest is to disrupt the flow of business.
Right.
That's the point of a protest.
Right.
You guys are in that building, but it's not going smooth because of what we're doing out here.
Mm-hmm.
And just symbolically crossing a picket line with a car or a person or on foot, nobody's going to touch you, so it's not like we're dealing with any fighting or physical threat out there. It just feels like a monumental waste of time in 2025.
And then we ate at Crossroads after.
Oh, man, we didn't have to tell that part, Mick.
I couldn't help myself. We literally went to a vegan high-end restaurant after. And you know what? To Jaleel's credit, he was more aware than I was. I felt good about myself. I said, hey, we just protested in solidarity. And then we're eating at this restaurant. And Jaleel's like, man, this is crazy, man. We're eating at a high-end vegan restaurant on Melrose, and it's like we just protested. We got our signs in the car. It's like, this shit ain't doing nothing, man. This shit ain't moving the needle at all. You're eating a fucking $24 veggie burger right now. You're not doing shit.
We wasn't doing shit, dog. We marched up for 45 minutes.
And I felt good about that number, 45. I said, that's a good amount of time.
That's a good amount of time. You
hungry?
All
right, let's you hungry? You want to get something to eat? I was like, I got to be honest. Right now, I could just use some grub.
That was the extent of our striking. And it's like, as much as I was absolutely in solidarity for the cause, the reality was I had heard from someone around April who was a very meaningful person in the business. And he said, one of the studio heads already told me the strike's going to end third week of September. That's the optimum time that the algorithm says to settle the strike. And I've circled that on my calendar. And I heard that in April. And sure enough, that week was the week that the writer's strike was settled.
Well, look,
and that's when I had to just kind of be like, I'm like, are they playing with us, man? Like, there's just a tier of people that are above all of creativity now.
Yeah.
That is like, this is how
Tech
it's going
bros.
to go. And depending on how we value you, you're replaceable or not in this
Right.
machine that we call creativity. I remember that. I was told that in April when we protested. And I circled that on the date, and to watch all those months slip by, and all these people talking about their jobs, and having
No, it was
hardships
rough. I
with
mean,
their
it was
home.
rough out there. I mean,
hell
it
yeah,
was
rough.
It was horrific.
To know that it was going to end the third week of September, and it did.
But
I'm like, wow.
But I agree. You have to also, you're right, live in reality of like things that are going to work. Because I went to other, marches or strikes, whatever
Yeah.
you call them, and I would see it started to become, and you know me, I'm an animal guy,
Oh, yeah.
but they started to have meet your local cow, and they had like different like games, and I'm like, if the studio execs looking across the street, we got a bunch of us trying to play arcade games or carnival games, and we're shaking hands with a rescue cow. It was nice to meet the cow, but I just didn't understand. I said, I'm not sure this is having the effect you guys want.
No.
And that was what
It felt-
was a little odd to me.
It was.
They did provide a lot of water, though.
I will. You're a fool.
That's
I,
nice of them.
They
I
did.
will always respect the nobility of a strike, but we really got to think forward in the future. What is the most effective way to get a major corporation to listen to you?
Have you heard of the Tunisian Revolution that happened?
Speak on it, girl. Here we go. Chloe with the news.
So the Tunisian Revolution was about inequality that was happening in Tunisia back in like 2015, I think. I might be wrong on the date. But essentially what happened was there were all these protests that were happening, and the government was extremely oppressive. So nothing was really happening in terms of like any, movement on people getting, different rights and stuff like that. So someone then decided to light themselves on fire, post it on social media. That incited such a reaction, and the entire revolution is based upon that action and that call to, everyone seeing this going viral on their Instagram, their phone, stuff like that. That was the entire reason the Tunisian Revolution occurred, was because people galvanized to support people's rights in Tunisia. And that was like the most effective way that could happen. And that is now the future of our future protests and such.
Yeah, I'm not gonna set myself on fire though. Not for anything.
I know. What about a
I'm not sure
simple-
if there's anything that could really
simple
get me
tweet would have done
to
it.
do that.
I don't know.
You said what?
He said
Maybe a
simple-
tweet, maybe a repost. You don't gotta do that shit. Like,
But with
Yeah.
such an
I mean,
oppressive regime, I felt that it was
No,
like the most.
But I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was. I would never do it because
Yeah,
I would stub my toe.
You're an idiot. What's on the top? What's on our list?
Wow.
Like, I'm just saying, that's an
Yeah,
act.
not
Anyway.
entertaining. I'm just not entertaining. That.
I'm just saying, I would do it for the cause. By the way, before
What's the
we
farthest you would go, Joseph?
This man is.
To elicit a reaction to spark change for a democratic change.
Why democratic?
Well,
No,
I mean, democratic
I
means
don't-
like
Rug
voting.
what would I do? Like, but it has to be pain that
Yeah.
I would inflict on myself.
Yeah, like the ALS ice bucket challenge, but like
Yeah, see,
different.
But I don't know what exactly I do, but like there you go. Like I mean, I guess the
I'm
ice
not even
bucket
sure
thing.
Joseph would draw blood for a cause.
No.
Yeah, drawing blood is rough.
I knew it.
That's I mean, that's why I said like stubbing my toe, because at least that goes away after
This
10
man is
minutes.
so unserious.
Banging knees, when you bang knees in a basketball game, but it goes away after 10 minutes like that. I would do that. But I see that's the thing though. But before we get off this topic, like remember when people were posting like the black squares and all that stuff? We do a
Yeah.
lot of stuff
Yeah.
that like it has, I understand, like good thoughts behind it and good intentions, but it's a little just like we're kind of not doing anything. We're not really doing
I call
stuff.
that keyboard warrioring.
Yeah.
Those are
Yeah.
the keyboard warriors who like to put up a black square. And like, what does that achieve?
Right.
Though? Who's really reacted? I remember actually very distinctly the black square when we'll call him Juicy Smoulier. You remember when Juicy
Oh, yeah.
Smoulier got a little issue with the Chicago police. I remember everybody was posting the black square. And I knew a particular influencer that was a really good friend of his and friend of mine too.
Mm-hmm.
And I was waiting for him. I'm like, oh, his black square better be coming up really soon. And his black square did not go up. And I'm seeing 10 more black squares, and his black square did not go up. And finally, I just slid into his DM, and I was just like, bruh, what do you know that I need to know? Because if there's anybody that should be supporting him right now, it's you. And he just hit me back in my DMs and said, call me. So,
Did you post a black square?
No. I
Okay.
didn't post one.
I did. By the way, I got tagged into doing it. I was tagged and said I was not
close.
being a good
I was close. Like
citizen.
I wanted to, but I was watching this other influencer, and he wasn't posting his black square. So I said, I won't do mine until he does his. And he said, call me. And I called him, and I was like, yo, what do you know that I don't know? He's like, well, I don't know anything in particular, but Jay, ain't no brother going out looking for no damn Subway sandwich in Chicago at 2 o'clock in the morning in the freezing cold.
Yeah.
That's enough for me right there.
Oh yeah, because that.
And then we kept talking and we kept digging, and like 2 weeks later, all the yarn started to unravel, and it's like the black squares just slowly just kind of.
But was the black square? What was the black square originally for?
The black black square was originally Justice for Juicy. Well,
really? I thought it was for
Justice for Jesse.
It wasn't for George, because I thought it was when it was the George Floyd stuff.
The George Floyd stuff is what started a lot of black squares, and I
Right.
will not mock that on any level. But I'm saying it started at George Floyd,
Yeah.
and then a black square started to get applied to Jussie Smollett.
But again, I'm not even.
So I'm showing
Yeah,
you
yeah.
how in social media, how the keyboard warrioring can devolve from something very meaningful to something like,
Super
are we
like,
really putting up the black square for
Right.
this?
But again, not mocking it. I'm just saying that no matter what the cause is, obviously a black square on social media is not going to move the needle.
No,
and
it still
help.
doesn't move
it's
the
nice
needle.
intentions,
Right.
and it's showing
still
solidarity,
doesn't-
which is cool. But let's have an action follow that.
Yeah.
I think is the point.
Yeah, no, that's it. We've definitely reached an age where I do feel like some kind of tech action is in order if you want to create social change. But right now, we're just only seeing cosmetic actions for the most part.
Oh, I would let someone tickle my feet.
All right, what do we have? Ick or click?
Ick or click. Last thing I'd like to say about this, though, just in terms of social change, is if you are actually wanting to do any social change, I think the best thing you can do is get involved in your local government. And it's really easy, and you can go onto your state and type in any bill that you want to go on, like, talk about, and you can go testify in real life. I've done it like 11 times. It's really fun.
And what change did you bring about?
I helped with SB 40. It was a plastic ban on straws in Hawaii, and I was able to testify multiple times, and then it was able to be passed.
So you're the reason why I have those terrible paper straws
In
now
Hawaii.
that grate up against my lips.
But
and
can
make
I? But now she pushed a button with this one. Here's the thing.
Oh.
Here's the thing.
Sorry, I was woke.
Here's
Wait,
the
am
thing.
woke.
Here's the thing, though. Straws. When I hear people though say that, which I'm all for the environment, obviously. But why are we saying when people are like, "Oh, the straws," because there's so many getting thrown into the ocean? And I'm like, first off, who said to throw them in the ocean? I never said. I didn't okay that part of it. I just wanted to use my fucking straw, and you put it in the correct place, not just throw them into the ocean.
What's the correct place?
Well, I'm not saying I have the solution, but certainly not the ocean. I wouldn't have ever thought we were throwing plastic and just dumping it right into the ocean. I mean, I think we could create, some kind of what are those things they send?
Maybe we could send all the straws to space with the next Sexy Six.
Oh, good
Oh.
one. Perfect.
Good
Why are
one.
we sending shit to
Katy
space?
Perry and Gayle King can load those straws up and just blast them out in space.
That's a perfect
That's how
idea.
Star
I'm
Wars
telling you, see?
actually
Space,
started.
you're right.
I'm a solution
No one knew.
oriented guy.
Send it in the sun.
all right? Why have the conversation if we don't have
the solution.
solution?
That's fair too.
All right,
I
let's put
respect
Gayle
that.
King and.
But I like that you did that. But I just, I'm not sure. Again,
In
moving
rebuttal,
the needle.
The straws end up in the ocean whether you like it or not. Whether you put them in the trash can, they'll end up in the sea somehow because they're going to go to a landfill facility. I could go on this all day.
Get him,
I said-
Chloe. Get him.
But there's
Yeah.
more than straws.
Yes, also, so
It's not just
SB48 was
straws.
fully encompassing all single-use plastics and styrofoam clamshells as well. Because in Hawaii, we're a tourist-based economy, and so a lot of people are there buying like to-go food to bring to the beach and stuff like that, and then they end up littering on the beach, and then it gets into the ocean, and then it gets into a turtle's nose.
Get him, Chloe. Get
I mean,
him.
I
So
care about the
it's not about
turtles.
you being
Job
accountable.
care
It's
about
about
the
keeping our
turtles.
tourists accountable for keeping our island safe.
But see,
Punch,
again,
punch.
it's the tourists, the problem. It's not, it fucks up everything for us, good people
Hey, I got a
who don't
question
litter.
for you. Are we everybody Lurks, or does that E stand for environmentalists?
Well, hey, I'm all for the environment. When she said the straws, I was like, because I hate those, you ever seen the silver, no, what
The
are
metal
those?
straws?
Oh, the metal straws.
They get too cold. old.
Well, no, but also just the idea that someone else is sucking on that shit and their saliva was on it. Even though they clean it, I just feel like the residue is on it.
So I went on Instagram and I asked my friends to tell me their icks. Number 1, sneakerheads. Ick or click?
Click.
Click.
Yeah,
What?
that's click. I don't know why anyone would say that is an ick.
You don't like shoes?
I mean, because shoes are like a part of culture. That was did a girl say that was an ick?
You want to walk around barefoot?
Yeah.
Well, it's people that, like, I think the ick is, like, people that are, like, so obsessed with their shoe game and they're, like they, like, will be like, oh, I can't, like, walk outside in these shoes or whatever. And, like, they'll be, like, and they have, like, a collection.
All I know
Like-
is I was walking in Atlanta with my Iversons, and, I mean, people were like, I was walking with my girlfriend, and a dude was like, yo, keep him. Keep him.
I like
Because they know, like, I mean, when I was on set of Happy Gilmore 2, Travis Kelce, he didn't even, first thing he said, Iversons. So if you have good sneaker game, I think that actually helps you. Now, granted, those were all dudes I just said, but I think if you kind of have a cool, like, niche with sneakers, I think girls overall respect that.
For the regular average Joe, I think sneakers are actually more of a conversation piece than even your watch these days. Now, watches is a big thing for gentlemen of a certain stature, but sneakers, man, you know.
I did go on a date with a girl once who looked at she said, hey, you're wearing sneakers, and she kind of then moved on. She
Right,
wasn't
so that
she
was-
wasn't happy that
so
I was
that was
wearing Jordans on a date.
So that was a one and done.
That was a one and done.
Got it. What's the next one?
Men putting on sunscreen.
Well, you
If
can't
that's
answer
an
this.
ick, that's so lame. You
Yeah,
gotta
that's lame.
protect your skin,
Yeah,
dude.
protect your skin. That's
Is
slick.
skin cancer?
No,
a
that's
click.
I mean,
What?
I use SPF like 110. I need it a lot. I use it like 4 or 5 times a day, especially when I'm outside. I actually found out that you're supposed to put it on even when you're in the car because the sun
are.
can
In the
reflect.
plane.
You're supposed to put on sunscreen when you're driving.
You put on sunscreen?
Yeah, I do.
Really?
Absolutely, I have to.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a myth.
What's the myth?
That black people don't
black
need
people
sun-
don't
need
use sunscreen.
I didn't know they needed sunscreen.
I didn't know that was a myth.
Myth
I
busted.
I just thought you used like nice lotions and
Nice
like,
You thought it was just cocoa butter for the whole thing, huh?
I wasn't gonna say cocoa butter. You
Yeah.
said that. You know what I mean?
No, brother.
You'll put some SPF on.
I
What
mean,
number?
At 45.
40. So I'd use 100 though.
Okay.
So you don't need 100.
Isn't SPF only effective after 60?
Well, it could be a scam like everything else, like straws. But you know, I think it's
Next.
When they're already married.
No, I don't think there's icky about me not bothering you, but
Wait, I'm confused.
don't click if he's married. If there was
Oh.
just an ick or click, don't.
Is it an ick if they're already married? I
Yeah.
guess to sleep with them. I guess that's what
It
the
is.
ick is.
Yeah.
That would be an
Of
ick.
course it is.
I mean,
Well, yeah, obviously if he's.
I mean, it depends what. Obviously, each person is into
Especially if
different
they got
things.
the
But yeah, I
kid.
wouldn't. That would be an ick.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll say.
You get fucked
we'll
up.
Say we'll say.
No show socks on boys.
Oh, gotta have no shows. If
Wait,
you
what
got
does that
the-
mean?
Yeah, no show socks.
No show
But
socks.
she
Like
say-
they
I don't
come
know what that
out of
means.
the shoe. I hate when guys
I
have no
literally
show
don't know what
socks
it
on.
is.
I like when I can see their
Really?
socks.
I will say anytime I see a dude wearing, and sometimes they're not wearing socks, like wearing shoes with no socks, or maybe it's no show socks. Yeah, complete ick on
Ick.
every side. It's gross.
Ick, ick,
Actually,
ick, 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 ick.
firmly
That's
disgusting.
crazy.
Toes really
Actually
weird
disgusting,
me out,
and it actually
honestly.
bothers me because I feel like you're trying to be a little pretentious.
Yeah,
That's
you're like,
definitely a dude who
A-
wears. Oh yeah, with
A
the
no show sock?
Oh, absolutely, and especially if you're not wearing socks and you're wearing those like
You-
boat
you
shoes.
stepping on so
Oh,
many
the boat
Ugh.
shoes.
Well,
You're-
actually,
I'm
I
like,
love boat
I'm
shoes.
like,
socks.
get away
But
from
with
it.
the
I don't even
sock,
want.
I
That's
like
actually
them.
a conversation deal breaker.
Boat shoes and no show socks belong in two separate
Ugh.
conversations.
I like
Reddit
boat shoes
says-
a
Just
lot,
letting you know.
actually. I'm
Makes
not
me
going to
angry.
diss on boat
Actually, makes
shoes.
me angry.
It makes you upset?
It makes me upset. I feel like the blood boiling, and
can-
I'm like, dude, just
I can
just
feel
leave.
your disposition changing
Yeah,
next to
yeah.
you right now.
Yeah. Ooh, getting the shivers.
Good thing you didn't do frat life. That would have been.
Oh, well, that's an ick all
Yeah, I mean,
around.
that's an ick.
Sorry,
But yeah, no, the
Skylar.
no show socks on boys, I like.
Sorry.
I don't know about that. I don't know about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, like I said,
Skylar.
sometimes I
Wasn't
just
an
gotta
ick in
stay
college,
quiet, you know
I'll
what I'm
tell you
saying?
that.
Roofing, and it's
And
not my
no
world.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Mr. Tangent over here. What's the next one?
Ick. Okay. Joseph, would you like to read this one?
Ick or click, saying she's had a train ran on them, male or female. Ooh, that's
That's it.
I mean, here's the thing. It depends what.
This guy has a problem with no show socks, but when saying she's had a train ran on them, Here's the thing.
I would say
you are
Hear me
wild.
out.
it depends what number you're talking. You know, if you get up
Like,
to
how many people is too many?
I would say if we get up to past 4, I would say we're crossing a line into ick. It depends, obviously, you know, what kind of caliber dudes these are. If they're frat guys, we're out. I can't do that. But
What if it's
depending
like
on,
a bunch of like nice fellas,
like nice guys like that, like or like belong to a yacht club or like
with no
you
show
know,
socks on? Maybe.
Well, that would be the deal breaker. But no, I would say 4 and below. I'd say click.
Oh, dude, nah.
I mean, and I'm assuming these are condoms too. Now, again, you get into the weeds of this, then it gets
Right.
crazier.
You're
Right.
saying you wouldn't have a problem if Sarah kept the number at
Whoa,
4
whoa,
or below?
whoa. No, I mean,
Whoa.
listen, you're talking about this. I thought this was for like a hypothetical or like
Oh,
hooking up with a
you don't
girl.
care about
mean like
anybody
a girl-
else's daughters or
Well,
anybody else's girlfriend or
listen,
anybody else's wives.
yeah, I can't speak to if it was my girlfriend. Yeah, it would be a little bit different. But I thought this was like a hypothetical, just for like a hookup or maybe like a short-term girlfriend, like a 6-monther. If it's like married, yeah, you're trying to do that. Yeah, that's a different.
If
that's a
boys are
different story.
subbing in, it's an ick for me.
There you go.
If we're high-fiving each other and getting off the bench and going in, we're fucking done.
There you go.
I'm
well,
not doing
that's
that.
all the hot take I need.
Yeah.
We got 2 icks in the room. You want to go click?
Well, but what if it's but we haven't asked though if a woman different.
if
it's
a male
reversed.
had a train
male
run
had a
on
train
them.
ran on them, which means like different women are coming in and servicing and going
That's
out
not
and
a train.
slapping fine. What is that called?
I don't know what it's called, but it's not a train.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no.
Just a
there's
great
no,
day for
It's
the
a
guy.
great day for that guy. That's an awesome day.
That's an amazing day.
We're not gonna call
Has
that
any
a
guy
train.
ever witnessed had that happen?
Maybe.
Yeah, for long-term girlfriends or wives, I would say
I would
it's
call
an
that a
ick.
quadrusum.
But if it's just
A quadrusum.
that's. But yeah, 4 and below though, we can get a 6 months out of this relationship.
All right. Wow. Okay. Yeah, Joe's out here revealing it all. What being PC, ick or click? Depends.
Yeah.
Do you want to keep your job?
No, that's
You want to keep.
That's it. Here's the thing. I
gonna
remember
say
a girl
click.
once said to me, it's pretty much an ick for me, but I would say there was a girl once who said to me, I said, oh yeah, I don't really love girls who are PC. And she goes, I'm very PC. And the way she said that, like it was a personality trait, I go, you're out of your mind. Like you can't, that being PC should not be a part of your personality. If you're not comfortable saying certain things, that's fine, but you shouldn't be advertising that go, hi, like, if you're like, hi, I'm Chloe and I'm very PC.
Yeah.
Like,
If you can't take a joke,
oh, it's horrible. And
Yeah.
by the way, it's always about, I mean, a lot of comedians say this and it's like an overused cliche at this point, but I think it's, if you know the person's intention is not to be hurtful or to be fucked up, then,
Being
being
PC,
PC is fine.
is
Not
about
fun.
about one thing: location. All right. Are you in front of somebody else's parents? Are you at work?
TNP, time and place.
Yeah, time and place. There you go. I love the acronym. There you go.
Yeah.
TNP.
I mean, yeah, of course, you could be inappropriate. You shouldn't say things in front of people you shouldn't. But I think here we're talking about just like, 2 people being able just to joke around and have a good time, right?
All right. So ick or click.
Yeah, it's a big ick.
I also agree. I feel like it's super agitating when you're like talking to somebody and you obviously are like making a joke or you're being like obviously satirical or whatever, and like people are like, you can't say that.
Yeah. No. That's annoying.
That's
And by the way, there's a lot of late night talk shows now who are a part of this culture, and it is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And it's like killing comedy. But at the same time, not killing comedy, because I think that's why comedians and podcasts have become bigger than these late night shows, because they're worried about, instead of being funny,
There's
they're
no
trying
comedy
to,
on late night.
Yeah,
There's no
it's
comedy on late
horrendous.
night. Like
Yeah.
I will hear. I'm definitely here to say that.
Yeah.
And comedy has completely shifted, like real comedy, to social media now.
yeah.
100%.
Oh,
It
absolutely.
it happened for me years ago. I remember being in bed consciously watching Vine videos.
I loved Vine.
Right? I loved Vine.
Why
right?
did you?
No comedy movies.
But I'm saying, like, I remember being in bed late at night watching Vine videos, and late night television was on in my bedroom, muted. And I made that connection. It was like, oh wow, like late night is kind of whack. And
It's changed.
and it's like there's still some very likable people in late night.
Yeah, sure.
There's certain people
Nice
that I
people.
favor. I'll always love Jimmy Kimmel, but I've definitely watched the quality of what you're supposed to be seeing late night when the kids are in bed go down, 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 and it's completely shifted to your phone. Everybody's doing the same thing. You're either reading a book, you're on your Kindle, you're on your iPad, or you're on your phone and when you're in bed at night.
And by the way, it's what's also wild, and maybe I can get away with this without saying names. People will know who I'm talking about. But now you have late night hosts and some radio hosts, probably the biggest person of all time, who now have like become a little PC and saying what you can or can't do. And then, of course, people are just pulling up all their old clips and going, do you remember how you got here? And it's even worse than stuff we do now. And I'm like, how are you going to say you can't do this now? And your whole career that got you to the place you are was being literally the most not PC and saying and doing some of the most horrific things. What did I say
at the beginning of this, though? What did I just say? I said, do you want to keep your job? As soon as that came up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. But
as you move up, you're going to get bigger bosses. And those
Right.
bosses are going to have more stringent opinions.
But a couple of people I'm talking about, they don't even barely answer to a boss. Like they could, I mean, maybe they can't do stuff they did 20.
Everybody answers to
No,
a
I know,
boss.
but okay. So Howard Stern does not have to be super PC. Now, can he do stuff from 20 years ago? Yeah, there's certain things he can't do. But he certainly, the way he talks now and comments on things politically, very strange given how he came up. And he's doing that for himself.
Yeah, no, listen, he's evolved. Man.
You can't do some of the things Howard Stern did 20 years ago and then ever tell someone how to live. You can't. You just can't. Certain things you lose credibility on, and you have to be okay with that. And he became successful enough where he has to, I think, accept that. But obviously, he still does some great interviews, and he's like one of the best radio hosts of all time. But I just don't think you can do certain things that you could pull up now and go, whoa, that was fucking crazy. And that was something even modern comedians wouldn't say, and then go, hey, you guys shouldn't say this, or you guys should act this certain way. So
it's just a natural thing that people become a little more conservative in their behavior as you get older.
You can do that, but you can't.
So that's why it's not shocking to me that
you can't tell others.
He's becoming an older man.
No, that's fine.
What do you
can't
mean?
Tell others.
What do you mean you can't tell others? Isaiah Thomas just told LeBron James he was being unprofessional for not wearing a shirt,
and he shouldn't.
And
what did he get? He got lit up.
And a do-rag, right?
And he got lit up.
So I'm saying Isaiah could not see the hypocrisy,
right?
of getting older
and
becoming more conservative in his own behavior. That it was like, yo, Isaiah, he didn't need to lob that.
yeah.
Like he didn't need to lob. But I'm the parallel I'm drawing is I'm saying, okay, whether it's Howard Stern or whether it's Isaiah, I'm saying both of them are becoming more conservative in their in their behavior as they're getting older, because that's just a normal human thing.
Yeah,
it's the lobbing back to the younger generation and
that's
going,
what I mean. Yeah.
waving your finger.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I get it.
That's what I'm saying. You could do that in your own personal life, but you can't wave the finger at this generation.
Okay, I get it. I get it. All right. I in the weirdest way, I think we might be saying the same thing just differently.
I think you are.
Yeah,
which is good.
100%.
But this is crazy. You guys agreeing in different fonts?
we're saying the same thing. Dude. The only thing that we're disagreeing on.
You can evolve in your personal life.
You're saying he didn't evolve. I'm saying that's an evolution. The person is evolving. They're becoming more conservative in their behavior.
Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, fine. If you want to evolve in your personal life.
You're associating evolved with better person, and you don't want to assign that to them. I'm not saying better.
Yeah,
I'm just saying you're becoming more conservative.
You know
in your
what?
behavior.
But yeah, you're right. I agree with you. You're right. You can evolve, and you could become a better person in your own personal life. But you can't.
I didn't say better.
Well, okay, sorry. Well, just evolve to whatever that is. Right. But you can't then go back wagging your finger and saying, hey, the nose and this. Now, Howard Stern in particular, some of his things that I say I wouldn't even call it.
Isaiah jumped out the window saying that about LeBron. Jumped clean smooth out the window.
Well, Isaiah's forgetting his whole history and you have to have a squeaky clean background to really get on a high horse and say, you can't do this, you can't do that.
There's too many receipts. It's too many receipts out
Way
there.
too many receipts. Mm-hmm. And Stern has so many receipts for so many things that it's hard for me to listen to him get on a high horse about what people should do and shaming people for certain things they shouldn't have done or should do. It's just like, dude, Like if you saw some of the videos
They
back in the day,
they don't really even know who Howard
you
Stern
have
is.
no idea.
Not the real Howard Stern.
Oh
not,
my God.
Not Howard Stern's pre-private parts.
Oh, and look, and oddly enough, here's what's weird about this with me and him, like as if he knows me. But I was gonna say is like I actually like the interviews he does now way better than I like the stuff he did 20 years ago. So as far as how he conducts himself on his show now, I actually am into it. 20 years ago, that stuff was even too like insane for me because it felt like sometimes more mean than actually funny. But
Beetlejuice.
it's just what?
Remember Beetlejuice? The interviews he'd do with the Beetlejuice guy.
Oh, yeah.
Like that.
I never really watched the show.
Like,
I'd only see
that's
like
brutal,
clips,
dude.
but whew, no, there's some brutal clips. And then, obviously a lot of people pull up like Kimmel's stuff from the Man Show, and people are just like, they're a little confused at the takes he takes publicly. I understand him growing up mentally. He's not the same person
Disney
at 20.
now.
But the takes he does, they're just like every time like Kimmel will put out something or say, kind of wagging his finger or something, people just light him up, go,
Remember this? Remember this?
Remember this?
Remember
And
this?
they're
Yeah.
so much worse than what he's even condemning people for. And I go, look, you can
can't-
evolve, like Jaleel said, but you can't then pretend the past didn't happen.
It was easier to do in years past. It was easier to just flip the switch and become a new person,
Right.
right? But now with the way at the speed of the internet, you can just pull up people's receipts so fast.
A man asking me to read his screenplay.
Oh, that's legit.
I'm going to say click because I got to support the guy
That's
who
a
wrote the
click.
screenplay.
That's a click.
I gotta agree with the ick.
You wouldn't read a girl's screenplay?
No, I'm guilty of this myself. I wrote a lot in my 20s.
Yeah.
Like in my 20s, man, that was all I did.
Can I say something? People don't know you're an amazing writer. A lot of people don't know that.
Well,
I mean,
if you
now,
read
now
his
they might know
book,
it more from the
you
book.
would know.
But the scripts, and I think people are gonna, I feel like, see more of that from you soon. But yeah,
We'll see what happens.
You
like
could
this-
tell when you sent me your pilot, I was like, oh shit, like he really, because sometimes there'll be actors that say they write a script,
Oh,
and
I
you're
know.
like, you've been in movies. How do you not know a little bit about a script?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, no, he writes.
Yeah, no, I spent my entire 20s just like I would write until 2, 3, 4 in the morning, and I was basically just living nocturnally.
Yeah.
Did you
but-
not sleep a lot as a?
No, I would sleep. I would sleep during the day. I mean, I could set my own hours for the most part, unless I was on a set or I'd been hired to act or something like
Yeah.
that. And I just get really, really creative late at night.
Same.
And a woman I was involved with at that particular time, our relationship evolved. I guess that's the word of today. Evolved to the point of me asking her to read pages all the time. And I would print out single scenes and she'd be like, hey, could you read that for me? Because I would always be a little insecure about, especially writing women's parts. And I remember this one particular day, I gave her some pages, and it was like right around bedtime, and I just kind of caught her just rolling her eyes, like, oh gosh, like basically she just wasn't in the mood to read some pages right before bed, and I had a visceral reaction that was like, give him back. Just like, well, I said, just give him back. Just give him back. Just give him back.
Did you hit her with the dog?
Just give him back. No.
Give him back, dog.
Yeah, give him back.
Give him back, dog. Come on.
It was a visceral reaction that that you give when you're younger, because I said in my mind right now, I was like, oh my gosh, I've become that guy that I'm bugging people with my screenplay that hasn't sold, and I'm like, you know what? I was a writer before I met you. I'm gonna be a writer after you're gone. In my mind, and I was like, I felt some kind of way, and I started creating more professional channels. What you really want to do is you want to try to create a kind of like a reading group, where maybe there's 2 or 3 writers or whatever, or 4 in the
people
group,
have liked
where it's
interests.
like, okay, I'll pass you yours and you can pass me mine, and we give each other notes on each other's
That's
stuff
smart.
at the appropriate time, as opposed to being somebody that's always like, hey, can you read my screenplay to just any old rando? And she wasn't any old rando, but she was a very educated girl.
Yeah.
And so I just wanted her opinion about a lot
She
of
could have been a
female
little
stuff
nicer
that I
about
wrote.
it.
No, listen, I'm
mad at her.
I'll take I'll take responsibility. I had been bombarding her with my screenplays too much.
All right, I'm on
And
her side now.
I appreciate the flip-floppery.
No.
I appreciate
Flip-floppery.
I want to also say, by the way, everything I've said, I will acknowledge. I can be a hypocrite just like everybody else. I mean, I'm just joking there. But, like, that's one thing people
Look at you
don't do
acknowledging
today.
your little glass house.
Oh, yes. I
Proud
could be
of
a
you.
hypocrite, and I'll be biased. And, by the way, if Howard Stern wants me on a show tomorrow, I'll say, hey, always been a fan, and I'm glad you involved.
You fake
I will be as fake. I'll admit it. And if Jimmy Kimmel wants me to come and do some stand-up, I go, Jimmy, you have evolved as a person, and I forgive you for the man show, and I like that you shame everyone who hasn't been vaccinated. I love you, Mr. Jimmy Kimmel, and I like your beard, and you did a great cameo in Sandy Wexler, and it's a pleasure, and love everything about you.
I am really afraid Joe Vessie is one good hire away from piecing us all out, even right here on this podcast.
Could you guys actually not say that? That would be just a little bit, like, I mean, it's just Netflix, I don't want to, let's not go past them. They employ me. But let's forget the dating apps. There's this really great article that I came upon. Since last week we were talking about dating apps, I thought we should just kind of go through this article. It's pretty cool. Because it's talking about the top places to meet somebody outside of the app. So here we go. Here are the top places to meet your perfect someone. Let's be honest, the apps don't work. Being this generation, it seems like we're all drowning in constant sea of swipes and likes. Yet we can't seem to find a date. What happened to the meet cutes we grew up seeing in rom-coms where the guy lifts the girl off her feet while it happens to be pouring rain? Or the story of our grandparents who met dancing and stayed married their whole lives. Have we lost that with social media?
Yeah, that's dead.
It's dead.
Too much work, honestly.
That's dead. So
what are the so you found this is an article on the top like 10 or so places
top
to
10
meet
people
outside of
in
the app,
real life.
which
Yes.
is like a taboo for some.
Taboo,
That's scary.
whoa.
People are like, "What? You want
What
to
a
meet in
novel
person?"
concept. Meet somebody in real life.
Ugh, yeah.
So number one, they've got the dog park. There's something about
Ugh.
meeting someone with a furry friend. Oh, look at that. It almost sweetens the deal. This would require having a dog, but at least if it doesn't work out at the park, your dog can comfort you.
Can I just say one thing?
that's
I
okay.
realized from having a dog, and I even say this to Sarah, my girlfriend, where I'm like, man, had I known having a dog when I was single, I would have cleaned the fuck up.
Yeah.
It's the best conversation starter
That
you can
or a
ever get.
baby.
Like Skylar, you have a dog, right?
I'm a girl
Girl
dad.
dad.
Remember?
Right, you're a girl dad. And
Yeah.
how many you have? 2 dogs?
2 girls growing up right now.
And you gotta take
Boy.
those girls out to meet.
Yeah.
You gotta do it.
Yeah.
All right, what's the
Number
second
two, Uber pool.
You can't read the whole thing.
I won't.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll just read some of it.
da-da-da-da.
Uber pool?
Yeah, Uber pool.
Uber pool. That she.
Who knows? Maybe
you
you'll just be
understand what Uber
making
pool
one
is,
stop
right?
after all.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Wait, you didn't think I knew Uber pool?
I don't know. I've never
Dang.
used Uber pool,
I've heard of it.
but I've
I
heard of
use
it. I want
Uber
to know how
pool.
familiar you are with it.
Oh, well, I've only had to use it once, thankfully. You
so
know,
you did use Uber pool. Though.
I did once, and
And how did that go for you?
Horrific. I mean, being next to people. I mean, you know me. I don't even really like having conversations with people outside of this podcast. So being in a car with someone, and you know what's weird is I forgot it was Uber pool, and I'm like, we gotta fucking stop for this motherfucker. And I'm like, can we create an order of importance of where people gotta go? But how do you meet people there? What? Just give us 2 lines from it or something.
Well, there are other people who are, not adverse to meeting other human beings, and being in Uber pool creates a
Sometimes-
conveyor belt of new faces.
Sometimes if I'm going out and I look really good, I'll call an Uber pool.
Are you serious? You like to mix it up out there.
I do.
You like to get outside and really
You like want to see some
exchange energy.
I love to go
I
out
love that
because
about you.
meet
because
a
I love to,
rando
like-
in a Uber pool and see what happens. See where
yeah,
the night
because if they're
takes
ugly,
you.
I just go on my phone. But like if they're cool, then I'm like, this is my stop. But
And oh wow,
What
what
if
if they know
they-
where you live?
no, it's going out.
Oh, going
out.
out.
Not
Okay,
going
gotcha.
home.
Yeah,
What if they
Uber pool
smell
home
bad,
would be
though?
rough, huh?
Uber, well, maybe there'll just be one stop.
Whoa!
Bow.
Hello.
Okay, that's Uber pool enough.
Hello.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. man.
Okay.
Chloe
She's
over
got some
here.
Howard Stern in her.
Hey man, Chloe
Okay.
likes shooting dice.
Oh man.
Grocery store. Here, I think there's a. Oh yeah.
I
Here
have,
one.
I have never met anybody at a grocery store. I just don't
I
understand.
got hit on a grocery store.
Really?
Yeah. By
a dude?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
That's what I had a
It
feeling.
was
That's
a
why I
dude.
was like, otherwise.
Hey.
It was a dude.
Erwan.
You
I
were
mean,
like
I'll
both,
take-
Raya,
you
but
were
in real
both
life.
pushing carts, and he pulled up on you like.
I was looking at the mayonnaise, oddly enough.
Wow. That
And he
just,
asked me. He said,
on-
"What kind of mayo?"
that just brought the
do-
whole conversation to a screeching halt.
he said
at the mayonnaise.
he asked me what
Oh.
he asked me what kind of mayo I like, and I said I like the
Only one type.
what?
What?
Mayonnaise.
What?
QP, the
That's
Japanese
not,
one.
there's many types. There's avocado mayo.
There is.
Yeah, you've
Yeah.
never been to
Seed
you've been to Whole Foods?
We're not going to talk to non-shoppers about this. Continue your
Yeah,
story.
one
he
is
just
like,
it wasn't
okay.
really a story, but he just said what kind of mayo you like, and I said I like avocado mayo, and he was like, "Ooh, so do I." And he's like, "You live around here?" And then I started to realize, "Oh shit,
You live around
and I was like,
You
"Damn."
go from avocado mayo to you live around here. That's a big leap, dog.
I know.
That's a-
He
That's
wanted to
life.
spread some of that mayo all over my face.
That's a yawn and stretch and arm around the shoulder right there. That's what that is.
You
That's
don't
a
like
good
seed
move.
oils either? Oh.
You like mayo? Mm.
Okay,
It's
what
a
do
great
you
color.
Donating blood. No, that's not a good place. I'm sorry. If you're donating blood, you're probably getting blood work, or you're trying to raise money for yourself.
But this is an article they've
That's
done.
horrible.
They've
Finding
done the
someone-
research.
Finding someone who is philanthropic and cares for others just became that much easier. Plus, they don't have any serious STDs, drug problems, or make unhealthy life choices.
Oh, that's true.
So true.
Come on, bro.
I would, Skylar, you got some places. This article's done the
These are
research.
good places.
You'll be too tired though. Like I'm not trying to rizz while I got like a needle in my arm. Like,
you could eat a
fuck
little
that.
cookie together afterwards.
back when
little
auditions,
cookie.
back when auditions existed,
That is true though. The safety part.
A goke over there.
The safety part is true though.
My
Sniffing
coffee just
lines.
kicked in.
The safety part is true. That's valid.
Safety.
Yeah.
No, I like. I mean, I would. It
Number
grosses
5.
me out a little.
Comedy club. There's nothing worse than being with someone who can't make you laugh. Also, they can take a fucking joke.
Which, yeah, there you go. That makes sense.
I agree. Comedy club is a
Okay.
good place to meet people.
Okay, just a couple more. Workout class.
Don't read the whole thing. Just talk about it. We get it. It's a workout class.
Bonus points if it's at your local Equinox or Berry, since since they are sure to have a Coke problem and a Platinum Amex. Love
that true?
Workout class is it could be.
You could see them in different positions.
I've done a few hot yoga classes with my wife, and I could just see the dynamic in there. That it was like, oh, if you come to this regularly, you're gonna meet somebody eventually.
Yeah.
Because you're like
hot yoga, it's
stretching,
gonna
you're
get
getting hot,
And
you're
more
getting sweaty.
And more so a workout class than the gym, because the gym people should be locked in on their own personal workout. They're probably gonna have headphones on. And
Girls
like,
hate getting hit on
Oh,
the gym. I've been
Yeah,
told,
it's the worst.
Yeah.
I mean,
ever.
Shannon can speak from now.
Yeah.
Very good experience.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah. That workout class is a good one.
Workout class is good. Gym is bad though.
Very good. Gym is
Okay.
bad.
I don't like
Gym is
being
bad.
There's a
in the gym.
difference.
Okay, we'll just run through these ones. But
Coffee shop?
Coffee shops.
How do you? What's the approach at the coffee shop though?
I don't know. Let's read it, Chloe.
Okay. Most men and women take their morning coffee routine a specific way, and if you meet someone who can tolerate your high maintenance order of a quarter sweet lavender in their iced latte with 1 pump of honey and half oat and half almond milk, then you may have found your life partner. Side note, you'll never meet anyone good at Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts. Local shops only. I love this local vibe. Okay,
Yeah,
beaches. Oh,
Starbucks, bro.
Cutesy and well written.
Why are we
but
hating on Starbucks?
it's-
What's up with that?
What you don't think a coffee shop would be?
No, I tell what my question was for the purposes of a conversation is
Oh.
what's your approach at a coffee shop?
Well, maybe it's like, oh, you get your
Like, what
coffee
are you-
that way. I get my
oh.
coffee this way.
Yeah.
And we fuck.
It's a good first date.
Hmm.
You can dip too if it's not going well.
You like
No, we're
iced
talking about
coffee,
meeting
but you're
somebody.
You
so
like
hot.
matcha. You like
Total
I think.
stranger.
Yeah, but I feel like if they have the same coffee order as you, or you just like comment, oh, I like that. Or
They
you
don't
notice
have the
them.
same coffee order at all. Your orders are completely different. How do you go in?
I've never tried that before.
Where do you
that's a
usually get your
cool
Oh,
one.
coffee?
I've never tried that before.
Ooh.
Oh, that's pretty good. And I've
Oh,
never
half
tried you
almond
before.
Milk, half oat milk.
What'd you say? All right, Joseph. Okay. That's all I wanted to hear. That's all I wanted to hear right there. Like,
And then, of course, for you, if a girl could approach you and do the old cliche, hey, you know, I like my men the way I like my coffee, you know.
Joseph's on a roll. 2 for 2.
Would that work for you if the girl was cute enough?
He hits
As
both
hacky
free
as it
throws.
is.
I like my men
And
like
she's
I
white
like
as
my
can be. She's blonde,
frappuccinos.
blue eyes.
Vanilla bean.
She's blonde,
Oh,
blue eyes,
man.
very curvy, and she throws that hacky line at you. What do you do?
Ra-ta-ta-ta.
Nah, that ain't gonna work for me. Actually,
Okay.
that
But
was
she's got
that,
that.
that was sexier coming from a black woman to a black man.
Oh, fair enough.
Because then it's an inside joke.
I see. They're less hacky.
But if you real Icelandic like that and you hit me with that bullshit, I'm like...
You know what's an ick? I think, like, women... and
I'll be polite, but I'm stepping off.
Would you say something? Like, hey...
I'm always say something. I mean, I like...
You could have said to her, hey, you post your black square and get the fuck away from me.
Listen, I'm older and I'm married, but I'm a hybrid of Chloe. I liked being outside at her age. I liked engaging with different people. I like seeing different cultures. I like being in foreign lands. I like, all that stuff made me excited.
Yeah.
I will sit at an omakase bar and I will make friends with people that I'm sitting around next to me.
I go to omakase bars sometimes by myself, and then I'll just like end up doing shots with the people and stuff, and then we're like besties.
That's a great place.
To make friends.
To meet people. To meet people.
Yes.
Wait, a bar?
Omakase.
No, specifically a
omakase
good
bar.
sushi bar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, a good sushi bar. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because a lot of times at a good
experience.
Sushi bar, a lot of people don't know what to order, or you'll run into somebody who has similar ordering taste, and it was like, you like your halibut cut thin like that. They ask for certain specifications. They know all the toros, the range of toros. You know what I'm saying?
And
like,
the way you
medium
eat
fat belly toro.
And the way you eat the sushi is something sensual about it. It like, kind of goes in your mouth. The taste.
Mouthfeel umami.
Swirl around. You know what I mean?
Now that's where you're getting weird.
I'm just saying because I don't eat mine with
chopsticks.
Chopsticks. I do it.
You're supposed to get the sushi, and you're supposed to actually. When I was in Japan, they taught me this. You have to take the sushi, and then you have to put it with the fish down on your tongue instead of then just like with the rice on your tongue.
I just do it with my hand.
Yes, no, you are correct.
You do it the good old medieval times type of way.
Grab it with my hand.
Beaches are cool places to meet people. I think it's easier if you have a great group.
I think you're gonna say great body. I was gonna be like, yeah.
Well, you got a great body, of course, but still. But if you have a great group that is fostering fun in this area, maybe there's
beach volleyball happening,
or
frisbee.
Happening. There's some cornhole happening.
Yeah,
I like that. It's like Beverly Hills 90210.
I will always walk up to a frisbee group because I love frisbee.
I do like, and then plus you know what you're dealing with body wise exactly with their shirts off.
Oh yeah,
you're like, oh shit. Okay.
If you have a nice body too, and you're also a playful person, and like I say, you got a good group, so you're there for your group. Mm-hmm. It's easy for groups to bleed into each other on the beach in a good way.
Would you say it's an ick that I go to beaches and I usually have my T-shirt on? And
Absolutely.
But I didn't finish my sentence.
No, we knew where you were going.
And I have, I usually wear slides and socks.
Yeah,
that's terrible.
That's very black, by the way.
Do you wear?
That's really, really bad. That's really, really bad.
Slides and socks at the beach. That's Hooper.
That's Hooper. That's what I come from. The girl I dated from Hawaii once. When I showed up on the beach and I had the slides, I said, you want to go for a walk? And I said, okay, cool. And I just took the slides off, and she was like, okay, take the fucking socks off. Like, she was like physically offended. She was like, I wouldn't even be able to, like, we wouldn't even be in this position right now if this is how I met you. And I was like, really? Is it that bad? And I was like,
I brought my ex-boyfriend home with me to Hawaii, and like, he literally did that, and I was like mentally in my brain, we broke up. I was like, are you joking?
The sand gets hot, though.
Bars. This might not be the most.
That sounds like a Drake line.
When you edit that, add crickets at the end of it.
All right, thanks. Great. Your goggles.
Bars. This is my favorite place to meet people. This is not the most ideal place to meet your partner, but we've heard plenty of stories of two drunk people hitting it off and hitting it hard. Most likely the boyfriend or girlfriend you meet here will only last 3 to 6 months. But we've also heard those fairy tales of two strangers sharing a beer, having a wild night, and the story they tell their kids when they're old enough. Yep, mom and dad were sluts.
So when you read it, it's like bars. Bars were fun. Bars were fun, man. I'm gonna put that in the category of being with the right group.
True.
If I have the right wingman, or especially if I'm 3 to 4 in numbers, and we also have a familiarity with the bar, with either the bartender, the guy at the door,
that's
the
smart.
owner of the bar.
Oh, yeah.
Wow,
That's
You know,
VIP shit.
Why? But that's how we, that's
You
how we-
you elevated above our core audience right now with some VIP shit.
No,
You know how it
'cause
is
I
when you
don't-
know the bartender,
No,
the
I know.
owner, the security guard.
There's one bar in New York.
No, because I'm gonna be honest. I don't necessarily consider that celebrity. I consider that a dude who knows his area.
I
Yeah.
live right above a
You don't
bar
have to be famous
in
to
New York.
I'm not on your level, bro. I get it,
outta here.
man.
You don't have to
you
be.
know?
You don't have to be famous.
You on that Craig shit.
to have.
You on that Dantana shit.
This guy.
You on that Ocean 48, State 48 shit. You a past Gulfstream. You
Hey.
had Javier's.
Hey, listen. I've fed my fair share. of
You on
women back in the
STK
day.
shit. You on your STK shit.
I have a favorite bar. It's
What's
this
your favorite bar?
You on your
incredible bar.
Maestro shit.
Hush.
You on your Maestro shit. You got one more?
It's in the
Oh.
West Village. It's called the Four-Faced Liar. And shout out Maggie. We have this crazy bit.
Shout out Maggie.
Shout out Maggie. We love you, Maggie. We run this really crazy bit where I'll be like, ooh, Maggie, that guy's cute. And she'll go up to him because Maggie has no fear. And I get a little coy. She'll go up and be like, have you met Chloe? You gotta meet Chloe. And then she'll shove me forward and I'll be like,
That's a good
"Hi,
imitation of
hi."
Maggie, too.
It is, right?
That's very
you
good.
gotta meet Chloe. And I'm
Slingshot.
like,
We should sub her in just doing that.
and Maggie's just
Maggie
like,
That's
sounds
good.
4 shots in on that.
Oh, yeah,
that quote.
Maggie would get some shots in.
oh, Maggie gets some shots in.
Maggie
no,
will have
Maggie
to
and I
come by
a
the
really good
podcast.
time.
I used
Maggie's
to
gotta
love-
come on the podcast.
I actually got to a point where I really started to enjoy a really good bar more than a club. There's
Oh, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a pubber, not a clubber.
Yeah.
Can I just say one more thing?
Yeah.
You on your Spago shit.
Yeah, you're
Mom,
a
stop.
jackass, dog.
You on your Ivy shit.
This guy's hating,
You
man.
on your day in the 80s, 90s at the grill type vibe. You know what I mean? Old school.
I do like the restaurant mentions. I've been to every
Which
one.
one? Mitch's?
I say I do like the restaurant mentions.
Oh, mentions.
I've been to every one.
Oh! Give it up for Mr. VIP. Everybody lurks. This guy. I'm not hating though. I
Man,
love it.
get
I'm,
my,
All right.
Get my sound pad.
I'm
Last
at R&D
one.
Kitchen.
Fight
I'm
back,
at
Chloe.
Gulfstream.
Last one.
Chloe, my sound pad gets created.
Wait, do I get a sound
Thursday,
pad?
Yep.
No.
No.
So wait, but so you're gonna be able to do it over my
That
punchline?
was
Yes.
that was my gimmick. I came up with. You come up with your own gimmick.
But then how do I need to get a louder mic? How am I gonna overshadow?
I don't know.
the-
You got to come up with your own gimmick. I got a space over here to put something on by my nightstand.
I think it has to
you
be a
got
bit
a
of-
space over there to put something on your stand.
But it can't be a soundboard.
No, because that's going to be obnoxious. But that's just bad.
So wait,
Because it's just
only
like
you get to
fighting
put
back and forth.
sounds in the soundboard?
I came up with it for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you biting?
I already programmed.
I
the
didn't know. I
Justin
thought it was for
Bieber
the group.
sound.
I thought it was for the whole
No,
podcast.
it's-
No, it's
it's-
just for you.
No, this is just for me.
I programmed
Well,
one
can I
button
put in a
already.
couple that I like and you can use them when you want?
Sure.
All right.
Talk to me after class.
How you like
Night
that
school.
That feels good because I think you'll use a couple of mine. I got some good ones.
There you go.
I got some good ones.
Everybody, you can all program little ones in there for me.
I already programmed the Justin Bieber one that's like, I like that laugh.
What is that? Oh, is that like a TMZ shit? Oh, I've
She's-
seen that.
She's
She's
obsessed with
yeah, you are a fucking.
wait, no,
you're
no.
a what is it? Believer?
A believer?
Yeah.
Totally.
Justin roasted Maria Menounos one time when he was very, very young. She laughed.
Oh, I
and he
do
said-
remember
And he
that.
said, I like that laugh. And Chloe just walks around and does it in Tourette's form. And just whenever.
You should also record your
I have
Bieber line
audio
bar that you did.
stems. Like I'll get into these anyway. Night school. Last one.
Night
Do
school.
people even know what we're talking about now? That's what we didn't
Well, we
finish.
were on the last of the articles of where you meet people
Yes.
outside of apps. And
Okay.
the last one is night school.
Yeah.
Adults taking college classes. Either way, you're both there, so you might as well make the most of it. Get good grades and get a good partner. What do you guys think of this article?
Hey,
What is it, the Breakfast Club?
It's written a little
Oh.
for me. But,
Wait, what was wrong? What did you feel was?
no, I just
You don't. They did the research, obviously.
They did the research. I'm just.
What threw you off?
I feel like a woman definitely wrote this. It's not even a question. A woman wrote this. It's just but a
Do
type
you think
of
this
woman.
woman was
I'm
cool
not-
though? Do you think this woman was cool though? Like, do you think she was really chill?
I don't understand. I just.
But do you think like
But
she was
what
probably
threw
like?
you off in particular? Like, what was the thing
This person is just very contrived about their intentions.
about? Well, but isn't this a statistic thing? Not or you think they just went out themselves and did this research and what it was for themselves?
Shit. Shit.
Oh, quite contrived, are we?
Shit on Chloe.
See, we could do a lot of experiments in here.
And the whole time I've been like, stop reading this shit, man. Just say it.
I thought it was
Stop
pretty funny.
reading this shit.
I thought it was pretty well written.
I didn't know the article was written by you.
I wrote it,
Chloe.
and I'll be honest with you. I threw in a couple lines in there
He
myself.
did, he did.
I wrote a couple. I punched up a couple
Yep.
lines.
Oh, you guys just set me up. I was like, I see the CKK just keep getting.
By the way,
bigger.
way too many Ks. Let's just get off that.
Why are
That
you-
look a little crazy.
My
with the
middle
white
name's
screen.
Kailani Kaminskis.
Oh man, you might want to look
Why does
into
she
that.
keep zooming in on the CK?
Yeah. The two. It's a white screen with two Ks. It looked like we did a typo and didn't finish. Get it off that
That's
screen.
cute. That's hysterical.
Um,
All right. Well, I just ripped Chloe's article.
Well, you ripped me a little bit too. 'Cause I threw in a couple punch ups. I punched up a couple lines. You laughed at one of them, but then you didn't really let us go through the whole flow and
It
finish
looks.
it.
It looks so well done. What did you put this up on Tumblr or something? What did you-
Tumblr. I forgot about Tumblr.
Look at
Tumblr's
this.
making a comeback.
Yeah, really?
I put the finding your person can be hard. Lindsay, renowned local Gen Z.
It looks so legit.
I thought you
didn't
did an
realize-
amazing job. I loved it.
Well, listen. As far as the research
And
is
my
concerned,
punch ups was a pretty good. I thought.
I didn't
good,
do
too.
any research. This is all just random
Yeah, this
shit
was
that I wrote.
This was just like.
You can't admit that you did no research.
No, this is all from the dome. Like I just wrote this
She felt like this
creatively.
is where she'd like to meet people,
Okay,
and you know,
yeah. I
and we
didn't do
just
any.
wanted
I wasn't
to
like
do
it
like a
wasn't
little
like
experiment.
Oh, the dog park's the number one
No
place.
wonder
to meet
she
people.
loved every spot. She loved it.
Sushi bar was a great ad, by the way. That's a
Omakase
great
bar,
one.
sushi bar, amazing.
That's a great
Sunday
one.
market.
I met a couple of really good friends from that I maintain friendships with now
soup was
from
indeed
omakase sushi spots, especially because of the nature of these spots.
And
too.
your birthday was at a sushi spot. I remember we went.
Yeah, it was.
That was good.
Especially because of the nature of some of these sushi spots. Oh, Chloe's never gonna let me live this down. We're done. We're done.
Wait, we're about to wrap this
Sorry,
up.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry,
We've been
I'm
saying
sorry.
bars so much. Can I just ask you something really random? This is super random.
What's up?
On the new Drake album, "Sexy Songs for You,"
Yeah.
Love that
his-
album.
it's a pretty good album overall.
like
I do like it a lot. But the second song, if I had like pitched this as a song, if I told you like, hey man, I have an idea for a song for Drake, and I presented you with this, I'm assuming you would be like, you're out of your fucking mind.
What are you talking about?
So the second song, he literally says, it starts out with, he goes, mothballs, I can't get them out of my clothes. Yeah, listen to this. Listen to this. Makes me laugh. Oh, the phone ringing. Dramatic. I'm glad you pulled this up. When does he get to the bar, though? It's coming.
We'll cut to this.
It's coming. If I pitched this, you would tell me I'm out of my mind and get the fuck back in the comedy club. Who sings Mothballs?
Mothballs. Can't get the smell out of my clothes, girl.
Chloe, if I pitched that, right, you would be like, I don't think Drake's going to go for this. That's a little too sad, boy. I don't know why you're saying mothballs. Last person I seen with mothballs is my parents 40 years ago.
You know what?
If you have
Thoughts?
nice cashmere, you gotta
Just
use
thoughts
mothballs.
before we go. Just wrap this up. Take us out with what you think of that line. And if I had pitched this and him singing mothballs out of my clothes. Right? Last person is your parents to use mothballs, right? My parents. I haven't even
If you
heard
have
of
quality
mothballs.
cashmere,
Do you even know what mothballs are?
I have quality cashmere, my good sir. Of course.
Do you know what mothballs are?
No.
Do you know what they are?
Yes, I just told you. They're
What?
for wool. They're like little balls, so
Okay.
the moths stay away.
So you do
I
know.
don't. What are
Right.
they?
Okay, so just
know
but
what they are.
yeah, I know you know what they are. Thoughts
Actually,
though?
you know what? That's why I have to sit sometimes while y'all just yammer, and I gotta like actually let the thought form.
Yeah. Think about it. Let it marinate.
Mothballs are gonna be very necessary in a really big closet of clothes.
Sure.
And
Hence why
I'm
I know
sure Drizzy has some closets that will blow your damn mind. So he's got so many mothballs, I have to imagine, in his closet that's kind of a subtle flex.
If I wrote this though and I said
So what I'm saying is
Yeah.
you don't have enough clothes.
That's true. No, but
to
I'm saying, but if
talk
I
about
wrote
the
it,
number of mothballs, you don't even have a closet big enough to talk about the number of mothballs that you have in your closet.
again,
Shots
Mr.
fired.
STK over here,
No,
stunting on me.
no, listen.
Mr.
No.
Gulfstream,
Mr.
Mr. Hillstones, Miss South Beverly Grill.
Yeah.
Nah, listen, I'm just when you listen to these rap songs, especially, you gotta pause for a second and really try to digest it. And I'm not even a super hip hop head.
I hear you.
I love this. I actually do enjoy this album.
Me too.
Because I get who it was written for. It was written for ladies.
It was written for baby girls.
It was exactly. It's a mood album for
you.
ladies.
You're Philippe Chowing on us right now.
Baby girl.
I am Philippe Chowing on you.
You're Philippe Chowing,
dance.
and that peanut sauce there is incredible.
I listen. I've had a lot of good lunches at Philippe Chow back in the day, man.
I've really hit the restaurant game hard. I hit some good mentions. I went through about 10 to 15.
I'm more proud of the fact that you did go through a lot of restaurants, and
Pretty
there
good.
was not a single one that I have not been to.
You were literally.
I knew that. See, because you're stunting on us, but you know damn well if I said I wrote mothballs for Drake, you'd be like, he's gonna throw that shit out in the garbage.
You can't.
But it's not
write.
me. I said for Drake. For Drake.
Yeah,
I
like
said,
you were
I
the
wrote it.
writer behind
yes,
the Drake
if I
albums.
said, look, I have a thing I want to pitch Drake. If you don't mind,
If I
getting in
found out that
contact
you
with
were the
him,
person-
can you send
If
him
you
this
don't mind
song?
getting in contact with, oh, you just changing the context of this altogether.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say, hey, I have this song called Mothballs. I think he could use it for his comeback album. Here it is. Can you pass it
Hey
to
man,
him?
it's the perfect.
Mothballs.
This the perfect. This the perfect thing to go out.
Play
on.
it out. Play one Drake song and get us out of here. Play Mothballs while you take us out.
Play mothballs while you take us out. I want to hear that in the back.
Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning into this Mothball-licious episode. We are Everybody Lurks. Hope you come visit us, baby girls, on our next episode. We'll see you next time.
See you guys at PF Chang's.